This is Isuf Tuan. I'm making shrimp Yakamein. Better yet, we call this that Dirty Yak. Baltimore classic. I'm going to walk you through the recipe, my style, my take on it. Gotta have the boiled egg with it. Listen, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into this recipe. Now, for this Baltimore style shrimp Yakamein, the ingredients and the measurements will be on the screen and in the description for you to follow. We're using Japanese style udon noodles for our base for the noodles, and it's going to be amazing. Now, to start the recipe, I will need about a half cup of chopped green onions. So go ahead, chop up the green onions and go ahead and set that aside. All right, pretty simple. Then I'm taking a yellow onion. I'm going to roughly chop that. It's going to yield about a half a cup of onion. All right, you do not need to dice the onion. It does not need to be small pieces. It just need to be bite size, just like that. Okay, let's get another angle of it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Just like that, just roughly chop. Now boil some water. For the udon noodles, you only going to need to boil the noodles for 3 minutes because the noodles are pre-cooked. Okay, these noodles are pre-cooked, folks. 3 minutes is all you're going to need. Go ahead, cook those noodles for 3 minutes, drain it and set it aside. On medium high heat, I'm using a wok for this recipe. It's going to be real quick and easy. This recipe moves fast. I'm using 1 to 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil just to coat the pan. We will need to heat this up because we will saute our seafood first before we add the other ingredients in there. Okay, so go ahead, add your oil in there. Then we have our clean and deveined shrimp. Now you can use as much or as little shrimp as you want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that into the wok, and I'm going to allow that to cook for 2 to 3 minutes until the shrimp is nice and pink. Whether it's a wok or a saute pan, make sure you flip the shrimp so that way it cooks evenly, okay? And it should be bright pink. To the shrimp, we are going to season it a little. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Then we're also going to hit it with 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all you're going to need for the shrimp. Now, I'm using my wok and I'm, showing you all my skills. I'm just making sure the shrimp cooks evenly. Then I'm going to set the shrimp aside because we're going to need this wok to cook the rest of the recipe. The yakami is going to be amazing. So go ahead, set the shrimp aside, and we are going to go ahead and use the same wok for the rest of our ingredients. Don't worry, I got y'all. Alright, so in the same pan, the heat is still going to be on medium to medium high. Add those chopped onions. Again, make sure it has enough oil. You're going to basically saute until they're translucent, okay? Now, go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to your onions. Saute those for about 30 seconds. Don't overcook the garlic, it will turn bitter. Now, for the color, I'm adding some dark soy sauce. This is a mushroom dark soy sauce you can find at your local Asian market. You want to make sure you get the dark soy sauce. I'm using 1/3 cup of that rich dark soy sauce, so that's why we're not adding too much salt and pepper. Now, 1 tablespoon of white sugar is going to balance out that soy sauce. Then 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil is going to take the flavor up to another level. All right. Now, this is going to be a chili garlic sauce. This is going to give it a nice spice and a nice bite to the shrimp yakmi. I'm using 1 tablespoon of that. You can adjust it to your liking. Go ahead and mix and combine all of those ingredients together before we add the noodles. As you can see, it's a nice dark rich color. All right, make sure the heat is on medium to medium high heat. All right, now I am adding my cooked udon noodles. Again, you want to make sure these noodles are cooked. Remember, it was 3 minutes that we cooked those. Now, once we add the noodles to the wok, go ahead and stir to combine. As you can see, immediately the noodles is taking up the sauce, and look, you have your yakami. Now this is regular yakami. We don't have the shrimp in there just yet. The star of the dish, go ahead and add that cooked shrimp to your noodles and all of the other ingredients. You want to go ahead and gently stir to combine. You want to make sure the shrimp takes on the flavor of that dark rich mushroom soy sauce that we have in there with the onions, the garlic, the chili, garlic sauce, all of that. So you want to make sure everything is nice and well combined. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more recipes from Eats with Twan. Alright, so listen, guys, we're almost at the finish line. Only thing we need to do is go ahead and add the green onion. This is going to give the dish a nice bright color. You do want some color in any dishes that you are making, alright? You can skip out on that step, but you definitely need it. Alright, so go ahead and add that in. As you can see, it's nice, rich. Look how dark that is. Again, do not wear any light colors or anything that you do not want to get messed up when you're making this dish. And just like that, we are finished. We got our shrimp yakami completely finished, and it's time to box it on up and eat it. I'm not putting this on a plate. I'm using a classic Chinese Carryout box, and we're going to go ahead and enjoy this amazing dish. This dish was super easy. It was super fun to make, and I haven't had this dish in years since moving out here to Los Angeles. But yes, this is a Baltimore style shrimp yakami. Now go ahead and plate it on up. I said plate it on up. Listen, we got a box, a Carryout box that is. So we're gonna go ahead and box it on up. And y'all see all that sauce on the noodles? Man, this thing was amazing. Cannot have shrimp yakami without what? A good old boiled egg. So go ahead and roll that boiled egg around in that sauce. And there you have it. You got that good old what, folks? That shrimp yakami. That Dirty Yak Baltimore style. I appreciate y'all following me, following this recipe. If you like this content and want to see more recipes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I will have fire recipes coming weekly. This has been Eats with Twan. You guys be safe out there. Have a good one.